TCU Horned Frogs host the Kansas Jayhawks. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chuck Lomendola along with Bryce Kessler here at Lupton Stadium for Game 2 of this three-game series between TCU and Kansas. The Horned Frogs came out on top of the season opener last night by a final score of 8-2. They look to build on that this afternoon. But for Kansas, Bryce, what are they going to have to do to come out of here with a win?
Well, you have to set the table before you can eat. Kansas didn't do that last night. The top third of the lineup just 1 for 12. They have to produce today, and Wally Marcial has to throw strikes. It sounds simple, but the early walks last night really ended up costing the Jayhawks. TCU going to send another great pitcher to the mound today in Kyle Winkler, who at home is 11-0 with a 2.65 ERA. And Chuck, after the record-setting crowd last night, they expect even more today. If TCU can provide some early energy, this crowd may just help the Frogs put the Hawks down early once again here in Game 2.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Pointed to the mound to play ball a little too quickly. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Lytle hits it in the air. Center field. Right there to put the squeeze on it for the first out of the ball game is Aaron Schultz. And Lytle retired. Lytle now just
is hungry for a good start to this season and a good chance to do it at home where he has really excelled.
Easy chance for Jerome Pena. And he throws him out for the second out of the inning.
Fast.
2-2 pitch, got him on a breaking ball. Good pitch from Kyle Winkler as he sets the side down in order in the top of the first. For Kansas, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We played a half inning with a score.
Came into Kansas as a starter, but after his surgery was moved to the bullpen, now back in the starting rotation.
Branch Rivera drives this one towards the left center field gap. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Rivera rounding second is on his way to third. Here's the throw, not in time. Rivera starts the ball game off with a triple.
How about that? A great start for TCU. Perfectly plays ball. I mean, you can't put it any nine.
Played in all 60 games last year. Pena hits this one high in the air to straightaway center. Jordan Brown has a beat on it, makes the catch. Tagging and scoring from third base is Branch Rivera, and it's 1-0 TCU.
Job well, really what he needed after, you mentioned he's 12-3 with two of those three losses coming late last season in Omaha where he didn't have his best outing.
Nice backhand play by Jansen Whitty. Right behind him has been over the last few years. Swing and a miss, took a little something off and strikes out Marosco for the final out of the inning. We played an inning and a half with the score. Top of the order for Branch Rivera, who tripled to start the ballgame off and then scored. Hit a rocket back through the box off the pitcher, and it's fielded behind second base by Macias, who elects to put it in his pocket rather than risk a throw over to first base. It'll be scored a base hit.
Didn't have to worry about it through the first 3 innings, but now finally with some base runners to worry about. And they got him right there.
Nice move by Winkler. Went right back to the same move he almost had him a moment ago, and he picks Macias off. So we get another look at it. Nice move by Winkler. Gave that little bit of a fake
inning. So without any action out there in the bullpen, you would assume that Winkler will get the at-bat.
Aaron Schultz pulls one down the left field line. It's going to get all the way into the corner. Schultz will stop at second base with a leadoff double for the Horned Frogs here in the 5th inning. It's Schultz's first. Off to a bit of a slow start in this one, but he hits the ball the other way for a base hit. Schultz will be held at third, as getting to the ball quickly was Corey Lytle, and he fired a strike into the pitcher's mound. And Winkler went behind the plate, so it forces the Winkler to hit in his own spot. So Winkler will pick up his first at-bat.
When the situation
dynamic at
didn't
the plate.
Excel at it anyway.
Squares the bunt. Gets the bunt down. Perfect down the first base line. And they are just barely going to get him. Schultz scores. And it's 2-1 TCU, and Winkler hears it from the crowd, and he leaves with a big smile on his face as he got the bunt.
That's part of also what makes a good baseball team a great baseball team, is guys having the ability to come in and do things that aren't in their typical job description, and that is an exact case of it right there for Kyle Winkler. Maybe playing to that a little bit, playing to have Rivera pull the ball, but if he can go opposite field, it's open.
Whitty takes off and steals third base standing up. without a throw. That's just a case of not paying any attention at all to Jansen Whitty over at first base. That's his first stolen base of the year, the fourth for the Horned Frogs. We get another look at it, and Marcille never even looked back in Jansen Whitty's direction.
Didn't take a single 2011 season.
And there it is, base hit through the left side. Whitty scores to make it 3-1. Jerome Pena comes up with the RBI single to left. Farr, Schultz, and Jansen Whitty for TCU. Farr hits this one hard to straightaway center field. Brown going back, still going back, can't make the catch. It's off the wall. Jimmy Farr heading for third, no throw, and he makes it standing up.
A tough ball to play for Jordan Brown.
The largest three-game series crowd in Lupton Stadium history. Bunted down the first base line. Good bunt as Jimmy Farr will score. Jansen Whitty picks up an RBI on the sacrifice bunt. Base. Schultz takes off. Rivera hits it sharply. Fair inside the third base bag. Schultz will score easily from second. Rivera heading around second, puts on the brakes. He's in with an RBI double, and it's 5-1 TCU.
Great piece of
Brett Johnson, highly touted coming out of high school, and he sees the first pitch of his college career and loops it in the left field for a base hit.
See ball, hit ball. It's an easy game for Brett Johnson right there. First collegiate at bat
of this series. This ball's ripped towards left center field. It's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. 2 runs will score. Jordan heading for third. Here comes the throw, and he's going to be tagged out for the final out of the inning. So Jordan will be credited with a double, thrown out trying to advance to third base, but the plate's 2. TCU leads 7-1. Chuck Wamadola saying so long from Lupton Stadium.